Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. I like to shout. I like to come in straight away and, be like big and bold and brash. We've just seen an 8-goal thriller, Steve. I'm excited. Your thoughts on that game? 4-4, right? There's two ways you can look at it. More points dropped at home. We were leading twice against a team that's not won in 6 games, I want to say, maybe 7.
That's the way I'm leaning to looking at it.
Or you can look at it and go, for a little bit of that game, a little bit, right? I saw something that looked like 4-4-2 or even 4-2-4, and we did score some goals, and the atmosphere was decent. Where are you standing on it?
Well, it was both.
Okay.
It was both. I can be annoyed at dropping points, and I can be encouraged by probably, I think, 25 minutes of the best football we played. I think we got 10 shots off in that time.
Yeah.
We peppered them.
Yeah.
I saw some one-touch link play. I saw some bravery. I saw people running at defenders. I saw a back four. There was actually so much to. I did ask the steward if I was able to wank in the Stretford end, and he said you have to wait till half time. So I waited till half time.
I hope it wasn't the same steward I asked. Did you been thinking what's going on there?
He said knuckles up.
Right, fair enough.
What? you never asked. Listen. You're not going to get in trouble if you've asked.
You do your research, I'll give you that.
I'm saying. So, but then at half time, I do blame the manager for the result.
Okay.
Because you throw away all your good work by shitting yourself at half time and saying, let's go back to the back five. Like, you've just seen the best half of football Manchester United have played under Ruben Amorim, and you've gone, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah. 40 seconds in, we let them score. Then we just allow them to just dance through us. The decision making for the free kick from the start of the ball started in there. It was at the side of their box, I think. It's right where you stand.
It was annoying because that was what I was shouting. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking a booking. I get it. Like, but don't take the booking on the edge of our box. Take it.
And you knew it was coming.
Yeah, on the halfway line. That free kick was more or less placed where the player would have wanted to take a free. You go to anywhere on the pitch, you could put the ball. You're going, no, put it here. And that was annoying because he ran 60, 70 yards or whatever.
Is it Bruno loses the ball?
I think Bruno loses it, and then Casemiro makes a chance, but I thought he could have made it earlier. And it was a similar thing. I might be misremembering, but I felt with the fourth goal, I thought there was an opportunity to make a challenge there before he gets into the box. Once he's in the box, it's over. So yeah, that was annoying, and there's issues still there. Do you think, and this is, I probably know the answer, but I'll ask anyway, do you think Amorim's going to learn at some point? Do you think this penny is going to drop with him?
Yeah, I do, because
I
do see him. The problem is it just seems like it's, maybe we were asking too much for it to be something totally different game by game. But I thought there was a few things in the back four that we've never seen him do, but it was a back four. And I've read match report, and I've tried to find analysis, and people are arguing with me. It was back three. It wasn't.
No.
It was a back four.
I noticed it more towards the end where it was like gung-ho almost, and then there was...
That's different. That's chasing a game. But like for the first half, it was a back four. It was Yoro was right back, and Semenyo went up against him, and I thought Semenyo was getting the better of him. And then Semenyo, I don't know if it was because... So it was a back four defensively, and it was a back four in build-up. And then we went to what we generally tend to do, which is Delo pushed into the final third to make it a 5.
Right.
So at times it might have looked like there was a 3, but whenever we lost the ball, Delo was always coming back. But I mean, Paddock played that. Like, we literally played that. It's a 4-2-3-1. What was weird with United is last night, it looked like a 4-1-3-2, almost.
Yeah.
Casemiro on his own, and then Bruno with Mount and Ahmad, and then Cunha and Mbeumo. And I liked it, and I liked the structure that the back four gave us. Semenyo went over and onto Delo's side, possibly to try and take advantage of him being the one raiding and maybe not as rigid as Yoro was.
To be fair,
was where the goal came from.
Yeah, he did run it because Delo was further up the pitch. Semenyo, also, we've got to be better at picking him up and challenging him there because I thought he just more or less walked through us. But no, it works, and we have seen this before with Amorim. I remember when I moved seats, I keep going back to the Fulham game in the FA Cup where I was looking at it and I was like, because I had a better vantage point, and I was like, there's times when it is about 4. De Ligt was moving into midfield in that game.
Yeah, well, we do. Well, the centre halves weren't pressing as high as they normally do, that's a trait of a back 3. Whereas it was a back 4. Now we've defended in a back 4 before, but I think this was in and out of possession a back 4.
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
That's the difference in what I was seeing. But I couldn't quite work out what the front 6 were doing because it was literally different every time you looked.
I don't think they could. I don't think Bournemouth could either.
The only thing it wasn't was a 4-3-3.
No.
Like, it was a 4-4-2 diamond. It was a flat 4-4-2, which is what we cock out for.
Yeah.
And then at times, like you said, it was a 4-2-4.
It was mad.
But what the important part with that is, I think, is not just the position of Ahmad, but what it offers you. When you've got 4-2-4 and you press, we were like, Mount was winning the ball in the final third, Ahmad was winning the ball in the final third. We were stopping them play by pressing high.
Yeah.
When we dropped into it being a 5, suddenly they're on us.
Yeah.
And suddenly we're on the back foot and you go, no, actually this United team needs to be front foot aggressive.
Yeah.
We need to be aggressive at all times. We can't hold a lead. We defend like fuckwits. No. So like, let's just attack. You know, as the song goes, attack, attack, attack.
It's true. And that's one of my biggest gripes is when he'll make a change when it'll be, say, you got instead of Mainoo, for example.
Try and protect a lead.
Yeah,
we can't.
No, get someone on the ball like Mainoo, on the pitch, who'll get on the ball and create things, rather than just your guy, he'll just try and stop things. It doesn't work.
It's like trying to eat soup with a fucking fork. Like, it's just, that's what it's like, our defending. Yeah. Forget it.
It is mad. Well, I know this is, again, it's a bit of a broad question. What do you think this does for Ruben Amorim, this result? Does it do anything? Are we still sort of where we were before the game? Do you think it's hurt him? Do you think it's helped him? Because we keep having these conversations, but I think there's a validity to them. Because we're not really going anywhere.
I think the losing, I mean, it isn't just the lads at AFCON. You know, you've lost Mazraoui, who obviously wasn't there last night because Morocco are taking it serious. But you lose Ahmad. You what?
Cheek of them. How dare they take something serious?
You lose Ahmad. You lose Mbumo. Sesko coming back at the right time. He looked good when he came on.
Agreed.
That's a bit of a bonus for us. But do we even know what's up with De Ligt? Because he's been a miss. Heaven looked a shade off it last night. I think it was the kindest thing I can say. It certainly wasn't De Ligt. Martinez still ain't there.
No.
But for this weekend, Villa, great. We've lost Casemiro. We haven't got De Ligt. Martinez ain't ready. You've lost all the AFCON lads. This might be pseudo-creme time. It's
horrible. It's like the worst scenario you could hope for.
We're not losing 3, we're losing about 5.
I know, and you're losing 5 key players who probably, if they're all fit, would start.
The only one that we could lose that makes this even worse would be Laments. And by the way, how's he conceded 4 and had a good game?
I don't know. It's mad, that, innit? Because I did a little Instagram thing on the way back out of the ground last night, and I was like praising the man's, and then I was chatting to someone, and he was like, what about the keeper for the free kick? And I was like, to be honest, I've just done a video praising him because I thought he kept us in it. I thought there was a save in the first half.
He's put it in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know. Me and Ronnie were chatting about it, and he's like, maybe he could do a little better, but I'm not. The annoying thing for the free kick isn't Le Mans for me. It's the way we conceded it, I thought was just stupid, for want of a better word. But Le Mans is such an improvement on what we've had over the last couple of years.
And we look at the save at the end.
Yeah. We'd be sat here now fuming. There's a meltdown. There's all sorts going on. And yeah, we're sat here and we can go, okay, like you said, it's not all positive. You've just drawn at home to Bournemouth and conceded 4 goals. We're not getting the bunning out. But there was a bit of fight. Felt a little bit more like old United.
Well, we scored goals.
Yeah.
Last year we couldn't score for fuck all.
I just want to be entertained as well for a bit, and we had that.
We fixed the scoring of the goals. Someone messaged me last night and they said, I'd love to find a video. Can anyone find me the video where I said this? Because I'm fucking tweeting it if I do. Right? Apparently in pre-season I said, I think we're going to score some goals, but we're going to concede loads. And I hate that I'm right.
No,
but I'd love to find a video to find out what context.
I'm sick of seeing you fucking posting about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm sick of seeing him scoring goals, and I'm sick of getting reminded that you said we should have got him as a backup on a free. And I might have just gone, you know about that.
But I think we have to find ways to start keeping clean sheets.
What do you do though? What? I mean, I know that's a fucking very broad question that the manager's got probably sat right now in Carrington looking at, thinking, what do we do? But what do you do? Because we've had 1 clean sheet all season. That's unbelievable, and that includes obviously the Grimsby game. Like, what is going on here? I've never seen anything like this at United, ever.
It's the level of chance that we give is so big.
Yeah.
But I think there's a bit of a risk and a reward in terms of how you play. Like, he obviously wants to live in the opposition half, which means that when you lose the ball, you've got to be good on the transition, and we're clearly not.
No.
But when you look at the type of goals that we scored last night, were any of them on the transition? So you've got a free kick, you've got that through ball, you've got one which, I mean, it's a transition, but it's not like we weren't in the opposition half. He's just pickpocketed Luke Shaw it was a shit pass and a bad touch.
Yeah.
But then he's in because Delo's away with the fairies. Luke Shaw got beat with a step. I mean, Semenyo gets away from almost everyone outside of Usain Bolt, I think.
Yeah, he's rapid, him, innit? He is ridiculous.
I mean, as soon as he picked the ball up, I was just going, don't let him run. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think that was the exact sentiment I had echoed around me and from myself as well.
He had a good audition.
He did, didn't he?
Out of all, we've had loads of auditions, haven't we? Recently. Anderson, Wharton.
I think those are the two that stand out. I think it's a shame though, because I don't think we're going to get him. I think there's too many clubs in for him, and I don't know what the selling point at the minute of United is going to be.
He got booed last night after the.
Yeah, there's that. He got booed.
Unless he was trying to overcook it.
Yeah, and also I don't know if he's going to get the wages at United that he might get elsewhere. Plus, he might be able to play at wing back, and he might go.
Yeah, but wing back at United, I think if it is in that system, it ain't wing back.
I know.
And actually, if we are switching into a 4 sometimes,
it might be alright. I just don't know if say City are going, well, you can play, just off Ireland or whatever, and that's that. Whether that gets into his head. Just one final thing. I know you've spoken about it on your other channel. I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to because I want to get your opinion on our channel. What did you make of the whole Kobbie Mainoo's brother situation? Which I got home. Was all right, actually. Got home and thought I've seen a load of goals. Not the best game, but I'm it's better. And I went online, I saw Mainoo's trending. I thought, yeah, he had a good game. And then I saw Mainoo's brother's trending. I thought, what? Why is Love Island Jordan trending? And then I
didn't know he was on Love Island.
Oh, I did. Don't you know me? Come on. I was Team Anna though. What did you make of it all?
He's a fucking bellend.
I know. Say you talk about his brother and not Kobbie. You just
I think. Look, Kobbie's. I don't know him. I think I'm quite safe to assume he's frustrated at his playing time.
I think that's safe to say. Yeah,
I don't think that would be talking out of
And
school.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way.
No, there's not.
No.
And I don't think he himself has necessarily done anything to antagonise anything.
No.
And I thought he did come on and probably put in his best half an hour performance that we've seen from him all season.
I thought he was very good when he came on.
And with Casemiro having a booking, he was starting.
There you go.
That's it.
It's a tap-in for Amorim.
Up until Amorim saw the news, he was starting on Sunday.
And with Amorim, he's the kind of guy that could go, no.
Yeah, he is. Well, you've seen what he's done with Rashford, with Garnacho, with Højlund, with anybody that's not pulling in the same direction. Yeah. Even if it's perception, you're out the door.
No.
And I think his brother could have hurt him with that little stunt last night. I don't know if Kobbie's aware of it. I don't know if Kobbie sanctioned it. He may have not even agreed with it and asked him not to. And he did it anyway because that happens, right? But he's done it deliberately because he's wearing a T-shirt and it was bastard freezing last night. It was big coat weather.
He's wearing a T-shirt facing the other way with his back to the pitch, obviously getting photos taken. It's not like the photo, the quality of the photos he's posted on his Instagram or the quality of the photos. So, yeah, it's all contrived, innit? And you can see what it's about. And
what does free mean? Does it mean play him or does it mean sell him? And there's so much you can read into that I think he's creating noise you didn't need.
No.
I'm sure there's discourse between manager, player, and agent and club that are trying to figure out what's going to happen. Whether that means there's probably already been a decision made, right? Whether that means go on loan. You're not going on loan, you're being sold, you're not being sold, whatever. There's probably, right now, I don't think they're trying to figure out the decision. That's not helped.
No,
that's just made noise and made it a question Amorim's going to have to face ahead of the game at weekend.
Yeah, and we don't need noise around Kobbie Mainoo, not that kind of noise. He got a great reception when he was warming up.
Yep.
I felt a bit bad for the other players warming up because they got like a smattering of applause. He warms up and everyone's cheering. Then when he came on, he got a big cheer. The fans are with him.
Had a great showing.
Had a great showing. It's all positive vibes for him. And then his brother's done that. And if you're Kobbie Mainoo's brother, your priority should be making life as easy for him as possible, yeah? If you've got your other things going on.
I should know your name.
Yeah, that's it. Do you know what I mean? You've got other things going on, go and do your other things. But when it comes to him, you should just be supportive, backing him. Maybe you want to push back on criticism. I get that. He's your brother. But do whatever you do to try and flog some T-shirts or... I don't know, promote your brand or just get some attention or go viral, whatever it is, you ain't helping him, so you need to wind your neck in.
Because every chance now this morning, Kobbie's had a curly finger off the gaffer.
Yeah.
And what's this all about? And he might have gone, I knew fuck all about that, mate.
But even if he does it, right, and I'm not saying he did, but even if he doesn't, if I'm coming in, I'm on the phone and I'm just delete this, man. Come on. You
can't delete that.
No, I think he should have done. I think he should do. I think it doesn't solve the problem, but it at least addresses it to some degree and goes...
Maybe, yeah. Maybe he texts him, and when he walks in, he goes... I texted him this morning saying delete it. Oh, right, it's gone then. No one knew about it.
Yeah.
I guess it's not on the front page of the fucking Mail.
At least you can go, I didn't know about it. I saw it. I've asked him to delete it. He has done. Let's move on. there's an element of, okay, let's just put it behind us to that. And at least the manager, when he does get asked, because he'll probably get asked about 8 times in the next presser, can go, I spoke to Kobe, mate. He said he didn't know anything about it. He asked his brother to delete it. It's deleted. We move on. That's all I'm saying on it. We can kind of move forward. It's just drama.
And he's not going to be asked about his performance. Like, he brought a level of control. There was genuine quality. There was nice touches in tight areas. Like, it was genuine quality.
That little back heel now.
Yeah, it was just quality.
Yeah.
And that's what we should be asking is, like, but now Bellend has made it all about him.
He has. And we don't need it at this time as well, where we've already got a few things going on with social media and some of the younger players as well. Don't need that amplifying. You don't need Kobe's name getting thrown into that.
No, and on that, like, there's loads of people that push back at me because I said the fucking gaffer's out of order with what he was saying. I understand English is his second language, but that in my opinion, the context in which he was saying Amas is struggling, he wasn't saying he's playing for a struggling team. No. He was saying he is struggling.
No.
Right? And trying to paint it the other way doesn't make sense in the context of all the other things that he was saying.
He obviously had his back up.
He's fucking wrong.
He had his back up, Amorim. He was angry at the questions he was getting. You could tell that. And he does get angry. We've been in press conferences. You can see he's got a bit of needle to him at times. And the point he was trying to make is, I can't just keep playing the academy players. Look, I did that. It didn't work. Look at what they're doing this season.
Yeah, I did it when my job was on the line.
Yeah, and he's like, look at what they're doing this season. And he more or less said they're not doing very well.
Yeah,
and it was out of order because Harry Amas has gone away, done really well at Sheffield Wednesday, in a team that is massively struggling. He's going under.
Player of the month.
Player of the month.
Every minute.
You know what I mean? And okay, you can have a different conversation about how he's reacted to it, but I just thought, right, he
deleted the post, didn't he?
Yeah, it was completely unnecessary. It doesn't help anyone. At no point, Amorim saying that help anyone, including himself. So, yeah, I agree. And it's a shame to see it. Hopefully we can all move on from social media nonsense and just get back to being angry about us losing football matches like we normally are. Steve, always a pleasure, never a chore. Go and check out Stephen Howson TV. You can see his bigger reaction to the Kobe Mainoo news, to his other... you got your 5 things out yet?
Probably
by the time you watch this, it'll be out anyway. That's been Stephen Howson. I've been Jay. This has been a review. Manchester United for Bournemouth 4. What's going on? Thanks for watching.